Ask the Lawyer with Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. That's been our Wednesday morning tradition for over 10 years now. We're going to answer somebody's question and then give you the opportunity to contribute to the next conversation. I'll tell you how to submit a question for future consideration in just a moment. But first, would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Todd. How are you this morning?
I'm doing just fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Thanks for asking.
I would expect nothing less. It's always something positive when you hear Bruce L. Scheiner talking. And that holds true for a lot of things. The weather, Southwest Florida living, and even the upside of some of these really negative stories that we hear. There's always the possibility for a recovery, which is what you help people seek every day, don't you?
We always look to help other people and find a way to make a recovery for them.
Right. And I think you'll be able to shed some light on today's situation, as difficult as it is to hear. Perhaps we can find the upside in this scenario as well. Are you ready to listen?
I am ready, Todd.
All right, here's what the email says today. My husband and I rented a condominium through Airbnb. Our kids were playing in the back area. There was a pool with a fence around it, so we weren't worried about the kids who were 3 and 5 years old. We didn't know that the gate on the far side of the pool was broken and stuck open. The kids wandered in. Our 3-year-old son fell in the pool. Our daughter yelled for help, and we came as quickly as possible. Our son had been in the water for several minutes and wasn't breathing. I was about to perform CPR, and he finally gained consciousness. However, the doctors are saying he was unconscious for so long that he has brain damage and will require a lot of therapy, possibly for years. The condominium is saying that we are not owners and they are not responsible for our son's injuries. The homeowner association said they had notified the management company about the gate and were responsible for making repairs. Can a lawyer help? My head is spinning from all the finger pointing going on here, Bruce, but that's something you would expect in a situation like this, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, and that's the reason when something untoward like this happens, you have to immediately contact an experienced personal injury lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of different takes on this. The first thing is that pool safety is so important. I think it's now the number 2 cause of death for young children is drowning.
Wow.
So parents or custodians of young children have to be vigilant when there is a pool or water around.
Mm-hmm.
The law requires that there be a structure that closes around the pool so incidents like this can't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old grandchildren, and anytime they're around water, I'm there like a hound dog. I'm watching them very, very carefully because you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
In this particular situation, I think all the players are responsible. I think the homeowners association, the repair company, and the owners of the unit that rented the unit to the people.
What about the Airbnb company? Don't they offer some kind of insurance for this kind of thing?
Well, the Airbnb company is fortunate that they're involved because they provide $1 million of liability insurance if something negligent happens on the property.
I see. So there are several avenues of recovery here, and some of them involve relatively, as the saying goes, deep pockets. But that sounds like what's going to be needed. You're talking about years of rehabilitative therapy. That's going to be very, very expensive.
Oh, it's going to be very expensive. And unfortunately, when you're dealing with brain damage, that's a life-altering condition.
Right.
So, these people are entitled to a major recovery, including their medical bills, which, are going to be very high.
Right.
Pain and suffering, inconvenience,
Right.
the inability to enjoy life. This is a very, very substantial case, and victim should contact a lawyer immediately.
I know that I am really hypothesizing in the extreme with what I'm about to say because we don't have enough information here. But assuming a 3-year-old has a lifelong need for care and supervision, that could be 80, 90 years worth of watching over this individual long after the parents are gone. Are you able to, in a situation like this, project that kind of thing out and seek a recovery for that potential?
You certainly are. There are what's called life care planners that are doctors that will sit down and make exactly that, a life care plan showing the care and needs that this person will have. And then you could, bring that expert witness in front of the jury so the jury could be informed of the total amount of damages.
Gotcha. Okay, good. Because that's the whole thing in my mind here is, hopefully there is some kind of recovery, but God forbid there isn't, making sure this individual has a life that is as comfortable as it can possibly be. All right. Well, Bruce, it sounds like there are possibilities. As tragic as the situation is, it all involves getting a hold of a legal professional and doing it now.
Absolutely, Todd.
Well, Bruce, thanks for your compassionate answer once again. And as always, we always look forward to hearing from you. And, of course, we're already looking forward to next week.
Okay, Todd, I'm looking forward next Wednesday as well.
All right, you take care. In the meantime, say hi to everybody. Thank you again.
Thank you, Todd.
Okay, bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured, and the answer to the tragic situation that unfolded this week. Now, if you find yourself wanting to submit a question, you can easily do that by going to our website and putting the word Bruce in the keyword search box. Now, if you have something a little bit more delicate and emergent like this is, I'd recommend reaching out right away to the Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Scheiner. The number is 941-743-7777, 941-743-7777. Tell them that Todd Matthews sent you. Kicks Country 92.9.